Hello everyone, welcome back to Chemical X Media. Today we are here to discuss the fall of the American icon Harley-Davidson in India. India is one of the largest two-wheeler market in the world, after China. In financial year 2021, the sale of two-wheeler in India was 15.2 million units. The two-wheelers owned by Indians is more than half of the United States population. This lured Harley-Davidson to enter into the Indian two-wheeler market. Before entering into the Indian market, Harley-Davidson was struggling in its home country, United States. Entering into a market like India was the only solution with Harley-Davidson for its survival. Harley-Davidson is a United States motorcycle manufacturer. Founded in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the year 1903 by William S. Harley and the Davidson brothers. From there, the American icon got its name. Harley-Davidson. Harley-Davidson motorcycles has become the American dream. People all over the United States have aspired to own a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Harley-Davidson has started making its own rider community in the United States. It gave people the sense of freedom. Harley-Davidson has also started producing its merchandises. And people started to connect more with this American icon. It also became a status symbol in the United States. Indian youth has also started aspiring Harley-Davidson and its community. In the year 2009, Harley-Davidson entered the Indian market. India is a country of 1.4 billion people. And half of the Indian population is young. The Indian youth has welcomed Harley-Davidson. But despite that, Harley-Davidson could not get the expected response from the Indian two-wheeler market. India was fulfilling the objective of Harley-Davidson as the motorcycle brand targets the young community. In the year 2017, India became the largest motorcycle market after surpassing China. But despite that, Harley-Davidson could not capture the Indian market. Harley-Davidson was too expensive for 95% of the motorcycles buyer in India. Harley-Davidson bikes were much costlier than the other competitors in terms of maintenance from the Indian perspective. These bikes also have the lesser gas mileages than the other motorcycles in India. On the other hand, the Indian customers are more tended towards cheaper motorcycles when it comes to gas mileage and upfront charges. The biggest competitor of Harley-Davidson in India is Royal Enfield. Royal Enfield has sold over 1.5 million motorcycles in India. Whereas, Harley-Davidson was not able to sell 10% of the total motorcycles of Royal Enfield in India. Royal Enfield has riding groups and community all over India, which was aspired by the Harley-Davidson. The Royal Enfield motorcycles might not have the same prestige as Harley-Davidson has all over the world, but in India, it is considered as a prestigious motorcycle. Royal Enfield has been there in India since the time of British rule in India. Even the Royal Enfield motorcycles were also exported to the United Kingdom during the British rule. Royal Enfield has become the next best Indian substitute of Harley-Davidson in the heavy motorcycle segment. Harley-Davidson has a major worldwide brand awareness and has taken many initiatives in its home country to secure its position in the market. In India, Harley-Davidson has many limitations, such as the buying capacity of the average Indian is almost 10% of the price of Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Harley-Davidson is targeting the younger generation in India who cannot afford such expensive motorcycles. The maintenance of Harley-Davidson is way more expensive than the maintenance of an average motorcycle in India. The Indian roads are not built for riding Harley-Davidson motorcycles. The body parts of Harley-Davidson are not easily available in India, and they were not cheap to afford by the youngsters in India. The taste of consumer changes from time to time. Harley-Davidson motorcycles are expensive. and that made difficult for Indian customers to replace Harley-Davidson with new motorcycle models. The second-hand market of Harley-Davidson in India is big, but also expensive. These motorcycles are made especially for cruising. But the Indian roads are not suitable for it. There are a lot of technology advancement in the two-wheeler segment. And such new innovations becomes more environmental friendly. This has also made the youth to shift towards other alternatives in the Indian market from Harley-Davidson. India has imposed 100% tax on Harley-Davidson motorcycles before the interference of President Trump. United States President Donald Trump has criticized India's high import tax on the American icon Harley-Davidson and said it is unacceptable. President Trump has also mentioned in a summit that countries in the world thinks United States is a bank to rob. All the countries in the world imposes heavy taxes on import of United States products. President Trump has also mentioned that United States has trade deficit of $800 billion with other countries. Further, the United States President has also mentioned that when India sends motorcycles to the United States, they send in at no tax. And when Harley-Davidson sends motorcycles to India, they were charged 100% tax on import of Harley-Davidson motorcycles. This is unacceptable, and President Trump in his heart also wanted that India should import Harley-Davidson at zero taxes on import. However, the elite class of India has welcomed Harley-Davidson despite of the 100% tax rates. Harley-Davidson sold around 200 units in the month of August 2020 in India. Harley-Davidson also has losses in millions in India. In the quarter, April to June 2020, Harley-Davidson has incurred losses around $95 million. Harley-Davidson has tried to collaborate with the other Indian companies to localize its production and reduce the motorcycle costs drastically. For now, Harley-Davidson is calling quits in India. Harley-Davidson has closed its factory in Bhawal, Haryana, and reduced the sales size of its office. For existing Harley-Davidson customers, the company has announced that the after-sales services will be given to its customers via the existing dealer network. Such dealers will be working with Harley-Davidson in contract terms until further notice. Harley-Davidson Incorporation has also stated that the company is doing overhaul of its operating model in India and evaluating further options to continue to serve its customers in India. We can only hope that Harley-Davidson can come up with a more sustainable solution in future for the Indian market. On that note, Chemical X Media, signing out. Subscribe to Chemical X Media for more interesting market studies.